Good day, collective. It's your girl, Sadie Rose, coming to you with today's word. Y'all, like, if you have been watching me, like, I've told you about how my childhood wasn't exactly calm, secure, safe. And one thing that I have used since being a small child, and I didn't even understand why, I didn't know why it worked. I didn't understand it, but I have always sang. And like, even when I felt alone, even when I was sad, sound, singing became my escape. It became a way for me to express whatever I was feeling, whatever intention I was feeling. And I would just sing it, and it would just come out my body. And it'd be a way of me processing and feeling whatever was going on inside of me and then releasing it. And I would immediately feel better. And that is what today's word is about. It's about how you can use sound to help you process your pain and sorrow. When you think about what the universe is actually, truly, 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 in actuality, it comes down to vibration, light, and frequency. And by vibration, that is made up, it's, hold on. When you think about it, the universe is actually structurally made up of vibration, frequency, and form. And what makes up form is light, sound. And from light and sound, geometry is made. That's how different structures are encoded. That's how they are made. Sound is one of the most effective ways in terms of like impacting the vibration, right? The vibrations. We are constantly moving. The universe is never still. It's constantly moving. And sound itself is a lower density frequency. And then light is the higher, right? Light is the higher frequency, sound is the lower. But if you channel your emotions through your sound, whether it's chanting, whether it's clicking, whether it's humming, whether it's singing, you can affect the energetic balance of your whole body. If you think of your body as an instrument and your sound as the tuning fork, maybe that's a best way of making the analogy to right size how you feel. So if you hear somebody out in the park walking, singing, my sister used to do it all the time, and I'd be like, why is she doing that? Well, I did it when I was younger. I just forgot to do it. But it's because, one, she's helping to balance the energy centers in her own body. Two, she was speaking into the earth and coating it with light. And I never understood it till recently when I'm remembering, because I used to do it when I was young too. And so now when I sing, especially like when I feel bad, y'all, or I feel dense, I feel lost, I feel overrun, I feel overwhelmed, I drown my sorrow into song so that I can really allow myself to feel it. So I can allow myself to feel it and to process it and then to release it. To release it into the ether. To release it into the air so that it is alchemized by the great mother called Gaia. So that it can then be transmuted and flipped and returned back into the divine flow of source. And then it can be recycled. You got to let go of your sorrow and acknowledge it so that you can build as an architect of the divine. I cannot be a creator of new ideas and new projects and new worlds if my womb is holding sorrow instead of manifestation. And one of the greatest things I can do to address that, and I encourage y'all to think about it, men and women alike, is to sing. Tune up your body. This body you got, it's a gift. This body you got is your avatar. When you ain't feeling right in this synthetic matrix that we're in right now, and it wasn't always that way, that's not the natural order, that's not the divine will, but we're working on getting it back to the divine matrix, the celestial grid. But sing with all your heart. Go in the shower, and that's even better, y'all, because I know some of y'all have heard, like, when you're clearing your energy field, go get in that shower. Imagine that water that's hitting you is just taking your negative, dense energy and just washing it off of you. And then it will go back. It will go back into the divine flow of source. That's what you got to imagine. Same thing with your bath. When you go get in that bath, put some Epsom salt, put some rose petals in there with you. Like, clear that negative, dense energy. If you're in sorrow, well, see it, imagine it just falling off of you. See that dense energy falling off of you while you sing, which is going to have an even more heightened effect to help you feel better. For anybody, and I want to say this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not substitute what I'm saying in lieu of receiving medical or behavioral health support from a qualified, licensed medical profession, okay? And I mean that. I'm not saying it as like just to appease the algorithm. I'm saying that because I truly care about you, and any advice that I'm giving you is spiritually based, energetically based. And anyone who has real health conditions like myself, you have to take a multi-tiered approach. You have to do everything that works for you, including seeking that advice. But anyway, I'm sorry for that disclaimer, but I have to say that because I care about you. But still, do this, please. Take your bath, sing, tune your body up. Make sure that you're doing that. Release that sorrow. Get that out your womb. Don't allow things to sit stagnant in there. Clear your sacral chakra. Get it out of there. And singing is the best way to do it, y'all. And if you don't want to go sing, listen to some music. It's not going to be the same as you like regulating your own energetic system and doing it yourself, like in terms of just like calming your central nervous system. But you can calm your nervous system, turn on some high frequency music, you can go listen to some good music live. That also is beneficial to listen to music too. I used to cry all the time when I would listen to my older sister, Cinda Williams, sing, because she was doing something to my vibration, my core, right? She was awakening something in me, and it was mixed emotions that would come to the surface because I was unhappy as a child, and when she would sing, it would be so beautiful, it would be so celestial, that it would allow me to feel when I had learned to be numb, and she was helping me by singing release. So hearing other people sing too. Some of y'all are probably like, what is she talking about? I think I overheard somebody saying I was really, really, really weird yesterday. And I have to say, it kind of really hurt my feelings. But I'm like, at this point, I really thought about it and processed it. And like, I am weird. I am totally weird for the synthetic world that is this. And honestly, I think it's really good that I am, because we need more weird people like me so we can turn this thing to where it is normalized to be a divine being of God, to bring heaven to earth. So if that's what weird is, weird ain't bad. Weird is good, and it's going to be inverted. But I love you. Anybody who has been following me, thank you. I love you. Any new people, welcome.